All right, I am back in here trying to get this journey started again. Waiting on everybody to come in here. Getting my little exercise on for the evening. All right. Just trying to wait for some more people to come back on. I was just in the midst of halfway through or more through the topic of self-care and self-love. And of course, I've been so busy today that I forgot to charge my phone. And so my phone died. I am usually very much a planner. But anyway, so we may have lost that feed, but we just will pick up where we left off. So just a quick summary of what I was discussing earlier in regards to love and going back to a place of finding and figuring out really what that is. And I think self-care has to start with loving ourselves, right? And so for me, defining that, it had to go back to the basic principles that are laid out in the Bible through those, one of the very famous scriptures in 1 Corinthians 13 chapter, verse 4 through 8. So what I was talking about just a little bit ago is I read the verse, love is kind, love is patient, never jealous, boastful, proud, and rude. And so if you guys are wondering, I am going through the house and getting a little bit of exercise so that I can get some time in, get some steps in, and get some exercise in while we work our way through just a few more minutes of this live session. Hi, Keith. So what I would say to anyone who is in a position of trying to find themselves, trying to find fulfillment and find happiness, I would definitely say start with figuring out what love is, right? And I think once you can put those pieces together, learn how to love yourself, first of all, then we'll know how to demand what we want from other people. And if they can't give it, all right, we could just let them bounce, right? So as I was mentioning earlier, we talked about jealous. Love is not that. Love is not proud. Love is not boastful. Love is kind and gentle and patient. So all those things we must be not only to the people that we care about, but we should also be those things to ourselves. Very important, right? So part of loving is doing what we need to do to take care of our bodies. So I am getting out of breath because I'm walking up and down them steps and getting my heart rate up and getting the sweat on. So it is feeling good and looking good so I can take me a nice hot bath and relax and eat me, a nice healthy vegetable, rest of my vegetables for today and a little bit of fruit. And that is going to be my dinner for tonight. So, Keith, what are you eating tonight? You cooking? All right. I think I lost quite a few people earlier when my battery died, but I have someone who I have in mind, and we were talking about some encouraging scriptures, and so I did want to mention, I think this is a great place to start in a journey of self-discovery and in a journey towards fulfilling purpose, and that is understanding the basic principle of love, which is the greatest commandment of them all. Chicken Alfredo sounds good and healthy. I love pasta. Good stuff. So you got some chef in you, huh? All right. Okay. So for my girls, I think I would love for us to do a talk about. I actually did this journaling for several days, and I explored several scriptures as it relates to love, and that was just one of them. So I talked about one of the last things I was mentioning is how love is not rude, it's not offensive, it's not impolite. And so one of the things I said is I'm choosing not to be impolite to myself by not thinking or saying self-destructive things. So I think sometimes we do become very critical people of ourselves. And as a result of that, I think we do disservice to ourselves by our thought patterns. So as we define what love is not, so we have to really focus on trying our best to be kind to ourselves in our actions as well as in our thoughts. So please think yourself out of thoughts that are rude and offensive to yourself. Not only to yourself, but your thoughts and your actions towards anybody else. Okay? All right. Keith, what are you up to over there? Okay, so I think for today, those main three things that I wanted to focus on in the area of love through that first scripture is what we should not do in terms of boastful, proud, and rude. Never do those things to ourselves or to others or allow others to do them to us. And so I think this is a good place for us to meditate on, to think about, and to maybe just sit down and write your own love letter to yourself. That would be a cool thing to consider. Keith, why would you be doing that? Hmm? We're talking about self love. You have anything you want to add in there, or are you just being mischievous over here? Yeah. What they say, hindsight is 2020. When you look back, yeah, things definitely look a lot clearer when you're looking at them in the rearview mirror. But can't change yesterday. The only thing we can do is look forward, deal with what's right in front of us now, and try to make better decisions about our future, about the people that we care about, and our actions. So as long as we're here, we have a chance to change things. And so that's, I know sometimes it's hard to not just get stuck in a place of guilt and remorse and frustration and all that stuff. But that's only going to keep you stuck. That's not going to allow you to be able to move forward. So have to forgive, and not easy to forget, but try to release yourself from it, because it's only going to create a bigger weight and hinder you from getting the things out of life that you deserve and desire. But you got to put in the work, right? There are good things in front of you. Just got to believe. the song by Fantasia, When You Believe. She won the was it American Idol? You remember when she sang that song, When You Believe, at the end of the show? Everybody's crying. I knew I was. Did you watch that show, that episode? I would sing, but I can't sing. So, do you remember that, Keith? Well, I hope that I have said something that has encouraged you, will encourage you, something for you to ponder on and think over. But I'm going to finish up my walk here and try to get ready for some dinner. But just know that you are in my thoughts, and I do wish you well, and that whatever is holding you back, you will be released from it, and that tomorrow will be a better day, and you'll find peace and happiness and joy. Okay? Take care.